we found A transpose into A and we constructed this, we can check. So, but if you find A into A transpose, okay, if you find A into A transpose, this is not the procedure to check this singular value decomposition. Singular value decomposition is the method. First we have to consider A transpose into A only. For that, so there we can find U and V separately. Okay. So for A into A transpose, we found the eigenvalues, we found the eigenvectors, and we found sigma, V and U. Correct? So but here to check this one, so first we have to follow the procedure A transpose into A for the given matrix. Right? So you can stop the problem there itself. This procedure, so for the singular value decomposition, actually the first we have to consider A transpose into A only, so we can stop there only. Okay. So next.
Yes, ma'am.
That completes our module 5. So what the concepts we discussed in the module 5? What's the first thing we discussed in module 5? Module 5 is linear algebra, right? What is the first thing we discussed? What is the first thing we discussed?
How to find eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix.
Eigenvalues, eigenvector and its properties of eigenvalues we discussed. Correct? What is the second thing?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the second thing we discussed?
Diagonalize.
Diagonalization. Okay, in diagonalization we have two concepts, right? One is by using pivots, another one is by using transformations, row transformation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the third concept? Finding U upper triangular matrix?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is the fourth concept we discussed?
Positive definite matrix.
Positive definiteness. Positive definiteness. Fifth concept is singular value decomposition, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these is the things what we discussed in the module 5. Okay, so these are easy concepts. Okay, I will solve all the model question papers. We have two model question papers and I got that previous year question paper also. I will send the previous year question papers in the group. So whether you received it? Whether Santosh has sent that question paper? That is
Yes,
February 2021 question paper. February 2021 question paper ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? So that I will check it. If it is not means I will send it. Okay, today I will send now after the class. That question
Yes,
paper. February 2021 question paper ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. Okay, this is regarding module 5. I will solve the different questions. Same questions I will left to you to solve. So if different questions are there in the module question paper and the previous year question paper, I will solve that of module 5 and I will send. Okay. So now I am going to start with the module 4. Anybody knows the name of the module 4? What is module 4? What is module 4? Vector space. Vector spaces. So before going to the vector spaces, what are scalars? Scalars are the physical quantities having only
magnitude.
Only magnitude. Okay, having only magnitude. So and the field is a set consisting of the scalars only, then it is called scalar field. Scalar field. Scalar field is a set consisting of only the scalars. Okay, then come to the vectors. Vectors means it is having both magnitude as well as
Direction.
magnitudes and direction both. Okay. So as we know that in the matrices we can consider the vectors also. Okay. So in generally we are calling the rows or columns of the matrices, it is called the vectors. Okay. Columns of the matrix is called a vector. Okay, so this is first vector v1, this is second vector v2, this is third vector v3, right? The columns of the matrices are called the vectors. So here the vectors can be represented in the matrix forms also. Now I am going to define what is a vector space. Okay, so in vector space we have we have the elements. As I told you that the elements of the vector space are the vectors. The elements of the vector space are vectors. Then also we are going to define here the properties of the. So when you say the space is a vector space, so as I told you that the elements of the vector space are the vectors. So it has to satisfy some conditions. So that is some properties, that is commutative property, associative property, additive property, then identity property, multiplication of identity. So then scalar multiplication, distributive property, linearity property. So these are the properties will be satisfied by the vector space. So next we have to go for in vector space. Vector space. So it is generally represented as, suppose it is a dimension of n. Dimension of n, that is r power n. Okay, r power n is a real valued vector space. The elements are real numbers, real valued vector space. Okay, so if it is r1, r1 is a real valued vector space of dimension n. So this is of dimension n. So here n is 1, dimension 1 means it should contain only one element, say x. So since I considered R is a real numbered vector space, so x belongs to the real number R. Okay. So if it is a R2, R2 is the two-dimensional vector space. R3 is the three-dimensional vector space, etc. Okay. So R3 means it contains x and y. So x and y such that x comma y belongs to the real number space R. Real number space R. So R3 will contain the three elements X, Y, Z. So X, Y, Z, all the three are belongs to the real numbered space R. So for example for R4. So R4 is the vector space of the dimension 4. It is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So 2 cross 2 matrix will give us R4. So 2 cross 2 matrix means you will get two columns. So each column containing two elements, R4. So for example for R5 is 3 cross 2. Okay, so these are some examples for n-dimensional vector spaces. So next, importantly, we are going to discuss in the chapter is subspace, vector subspace. What is vector subspace? What is subset? What is a subset? Suppose I have a set A is equal to say 1, 2, 3, X 1, 2, 3, 4. A is a set. I have a B is a subset of A. How you can choose the subset of A? So it is we have to choose some elements from the A. So then B is subset of A. So here also if we have a vector space V, so then I am going to consider the subspace S of the vector space V. So subspace S is of vector space V is itself a vector space. Is it itself a vector space? Why I call the subspace of a vector space is itself a vector space? Because so only in subspace we have some elements of the vector space. Okay. So but the condition is that what are the binary operations you consider in the vector space? Binary operations means say addition between two vectors, subtraction, multiplication. These are the binary operations. So which binary operations you used in the vector space? Same binary operation should satisfy in the subspace, vector subspace. Okay. So for example, suppose we have two elements, say V1 and V2 in the vector space S if you considered, okay. So V1 plus V2 should also be there in the subspace S. So that should be called it as a subspace of a vector, that is vector subspace. So vector subspace is a subset of a vector space V such that it should satisfy the binary operations defined in the vector space V. So if I consider the plus, so suppose V1, V2, V1 plus V2 belongs to the vector space V, V1 comma V2 belongs to the vector space V. I am defining a binary operation plus in the vector space V, then V1 plus V2 is also belongs to V. Okay. Similarly, if you consider these two elements as your subspace, say S is equal to V1 comma V2, so that binary operation addition should also satisfy, that is V1 plus V2 belongs to the subspace S. So that should condition satisfies in the vector space. Right? So next, this is a vector subspace. So then importantly that in your exam they will ask the question that define vector subspace and define four fundamental subspaces of vector space. So you can see the question paper, it is there that define vector space and define four fundamental subspaces of vector space. So to define the fundamental subspaces of a vector space, I am considering the matrices. Okay. So matrices, as I told you that vectors, matrices, the elements of the columns, elements are considered as each vector. So now, for example, I am taking that V1, V2, V3, etc. Vn belongs to the space, that is a n-dimensional vector space. So it is denoted by, say, A is a matrix containing the elements, say V1, V2, V3, etc. Vn. Okay. Each column vector has m element. Each column vector has m elements. So total columns there are, so as I told you that each column represent one vector. Each column represent one vector. Totally we have n vectors, that is a n dimensional vector space. Okay, what are the four fundamental subspaces? So first one is, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Four fundamental subspaces. These are the important four fundamental subspaces we have, and we are using these things in solving the problems also. Four fundamental subspaces. What are the four fundamental subspaces? First one is column space. Column space. It is generally denoted by C, the column space of the vector space A, C of A. Second one is null space, the null space. Null space of the vector space A, it is generally denoted by capital N of A. Third one, row space. Row space. So row space is the, actually row space can also be defined as the column space of A transpose. Column space of row transpose will give us a row space. That is A transpose, column space of A transpose will give us row space. Then last one, left null space. Left null space. Left null space is null space of A transpose. Null space of A transpose is called left null space. Row transpose, row space is column space of A transpose. So now I am going in detail of these four fundamental subspaces. So these are subspaces only. Okay, if you are considering one column, suppose if you consider say A is the vector, A is a vector space, it consisting of V1, V2, V3, etc. Vn. There are n elements. N elements. Each element is a column. Each element is a column means that is a vectors is represented by columns in the matrix. Okay, next column space. If I consider say vector V2 only, that S is equal to containing the element V2, it is subspace of the vector space A. Okay, null space. Null space is the, as if I consider the binary operation plus, the identity element should be there. Identity element is the null space. That is a zero element. Zero element should be there in the vector space. That is a null space. Row space means it is a column space of A transpose. I will tell you how to find row space and all, not directly by taking, just I gave the example. So these are then left null space is the null space of A transpose. These are the subspaces of the vector space. Then we are going to discuss what is column space and how to find the column space for the given matrix. Column space of the given matrix A, it is denoted by capital C of the vector space A. The column space of a matrix A is the linear combination of the columns of A, or it can also be defined as it is equal to the span of the matrix A. Column space of a matrix A is the linear combination of the columns of A. What it is meaning? Suppose that is span. Span means it is a linear combination. Span of a matrix A. Span of a matrix A means it is a linear combination of the columns of the matrix A. How to find it? What is the meaning of it? So I am going to define you that column space of the matrix A is, as I told you, that it is a linear combination of columns of A. How to write the linear combination? How to write the linear combination? Linear combination, it is defined by, if you have a variable matrix, say x1, x2, x3 to xn, so it can be written as x1 into first vector v1 plus x2 into second vector v2 plus x3 into third vector v3 plus etc. plus xn into vn. It is a linear combination. Okay, if you have a two independent variables, its linear combination is also, suppose for example y1 and y2 are the two independent solutions of the given differential equations, then its linear combination, say y is equal to c1 y1 plus c2 y2 will be the linear combination of the given solution, given differential equation, like that. So v1, v2, v3 etc. vn are the vectors of the vector space A, then its linear combination means say x1 v1 plus x2 v2 plus x3 v3. So this is called as a column space. So for example, if I take a vector A, so if I take a vector space A as matrix 1, 2, minus 1, 3. So this is our v1 and this is our v2. Columns are represented as vectors. Sorry, vectors are represented as columns. Okay, next. So this is our v1 and this is our v2. So next, v1 is belongs to R2. Okay, v1 is belongs to R2 and v1 and v2 are belongs to R2. But this is a 2 cross 2 matrix. This is an example for R2. Total 4 elements. So v1 is belongs to R2 and v2 is belongs to R2. Two elements. So then how to write the column space? So by this definition, column space of a vector space A is defined as it's a linear combination of the vectors of the vector space. That is x1 v1 plus x2 v2. Only we have two vectors. So x1 into v1. What is v1? 1, 2 plus x2 plus x2 into v2. v2 is what? Minus 1, 3. Okay. So this is called column space. This is called column space. So where x1 and x2 are the real numbers. Okay. So now null space of A. Null space of A is its vector itself. Null space of A we consider as 1, 2, minus 1 and 3. So null space of A is a spanning of the two vectors. What are the two vectors we consider? We are doing the spanning of two vectors. What are the two vectors? v1 and v2. That is 1, 2 and minus 1, 3. Okay. So that is called null space. So not null space. What is it is? Column space. Not null space. It is a column space. Column space is a spanning of the vectors of the vector space. Okay. Spanning means it is a linear combination. Did you clear column space? Where x1 and x2 belongs to are the real numbers. So next come to the second one. Second one is null space. What is the meaning of null?
Zero.
Zero. Okay. Second one, null space. Null space is denoted by n of a vector space A, n of A. The null space of a vector space A is defined as the solution. So just null space is the solution space. Null space is also called solution space. Solution space. For which equation it is a solution space? It is a solution for the matrix A into x is equal to 0. You can easily find the null space for the given vector space A. Okay, null space is also for solution space for the system of equations A into x. A is nothing but a matrix. There is a vector space. It is a matrix space. X is the variable matrix equal to 0. RHS matrix is 0. If you saw the system of equations, so your answer will be, so since it is a homogeneous, so if you find the solutions right, the solution space will be your null space. You will get 0, 0. Okay. So it is called null space of a given vector space. For example, I am going to take a vector A as 1, 2, minus 1, 3. This is my vector space A. I want to find out null space of this matrix, this vector space A. So instead of calling it as a matrix, we should call this as a vector. Vector space, collection of the vectors. Okay, how to find the null space for the given matrix, given vector space. So you consider the equation A into x is equal to 0 matrix. So you solve this one. First you substitute the values. The matrix A is consisting of 1, 2, minus 1, 3. So then the variable matrix is x1, x2. Okay, it is a column matrix, variable matrix. So how many rows are there? Same number of variables we should consider. Is equal to 0, 0, null matrix. Now form the equations. First row, first column. You will get two equations because order of the matrix A is 2. Okay. 1x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Next 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 0. Now solve these two equations. So multiply this with 3. If you add this and this get cancelled, 3 plus 2, 5x1. 5x1 is equal to 0. What is x1? What is x1?
Zero.
0 only. If you put x1 equal to 0, what you will get x2?
0.
0. x2 is also 0. So we got x1 is 0 and x2 is 0. This set of solutions are called the set of solutions of the equations obtained by A into x equal to 0, that is called null space of the given vector A. Did you clear? It is a solution.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a solution space. So next, so we can find the solution in different ways also, according to the order of the matrix A. So what is the third one?
Row space.
Row space. Row space. Row space of the vector space A. As I told you that row space of a vector space A is a column space of A transpose. You consider, they will give the matrix A, you find out the A transpose. For the A transpose, as we found already the column space. What is the column space? How to find the column space of the given matrix? It is a linear what? Linear combination of what? Linear combination of the vectors, correct? It's a linear combination of the vectors of the matrix A.
Yes, ma'am.
Or span of the vectors. Span of V1, V2. Span is nothing but linear combination. So next come to, so that if you find, so as already we know how to find the column space. Same thing we can find the column space of A transpose. Columns transpose of column transpose of A transpose will give us row space. That's it. Next, the left null space. Fourth one, left null space. Already we found the null space. We know how to find the null space or a solution space for the matrix system. So if you find out, if you consider first A transpose for the given matrix, then if you find out the null space of the A transpose, that will give us left null space. That's it. Did you clear the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
So now again I am going to, so sometimes if you see the model question paper or previous year question paper, they are asking for 5 to 6 marks I think. They are asking thus define vector subspace and four fundamentals of vector subspace. You have to define all the four. Okay. So what we discussed up to here. Next, I will go for the problems by finding null space, column space, then row space, left null space. First one, first problem, determine the column space and null space of the matrix A
Ma'am, you're on mute, ma'am.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Written the question?
No,
Written,
ma'am.
written the question, determine the can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Determine the column space and null space of the matrix A is equal to 1, -1, 0, 0. So now solution. First write down
Matrix here. R.
x1 and x2 belongs to R. v1, v2 belongs to A, that we know that. But v1 and v2 are the two-dimensional space, belongs to two-dimensional vector space. Okay, now what is v1? 1, 0 plus x2 is equal to, plus x2 into minus 1, 0. You can also write this as x1 0 plus of minus x2 0. So that is x1 minus x2 and 0. Okay. So we can also write in this form also. So this is enough, we can write. Okay. So now we can also write column space of A is a spanning of what? Spanning of the vectors v1 and v2. So first one is completed. What is the second question? What we should find further?
Null space.
Null space. So null space is not always, it should be a 0. It is a solution. So for the example what I consider, no, I got 0, 0 for x1 and x2. It should not be 0 always. It is a solution space. So null space is a solution space. Solution is not always zeros only. Okay. So we should find the solution for the system of equation. That solution itself is called as a null space because I am equating a into x is equal to 0, 0. Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Null space, it is represented by n of a. So null space is nothing but solution space. Find the solution for the given system of equation. Okay, solution space for the given system of equation, that is a into x is equal to 0. Find the solution for this system of equation, then you consider that as a null space. Okay, so next, what is a? We have 1, minus 1, 0, 0. So x will be the variable matrix, we will consider as x1, x2. Here it is a variable, so I am taking x1, x2. So and equate that to 0, 0. What you got? x1 minus
x2 equals to 0.
Equal to 0. x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Second equation is not existing, right? 0x1 plus 0x2 equal to 0. Okay. So since we have two variables but only one equation is existing, right? Only one equation is existing.
Yes, ma'am.
So for that we can choose arbitrarily for x2. For one variable we have to choose arbitrarily. Let x2 is equal to say k. I am choosing for my simplicity k is equal to 1. Did you clear?
1.
If we have two unknowns means how many equations are required?
Yes, ma'am.
Two unknowns means minimum how many equations are required? 2 equations. Okay.
2.
So but we are existing with only one equation. So one is called a free variable. One is called the free variable. So I am choosing it as k. Arbitrarily we can choose, or from the first equation itself you can write this as x1 is equal to x2. That is x1 by 1 is equal to x2 by 1. In this way also you can consider. So the solution vector is 1, 1. So that is called your columns, null space. That is called null space. Null space is a solution space. So you can choose in this way also, or so by taking first equation as x1 minus x2 equal to 0. So x1 is equal to x2, x1 by 1 is equal to x2 by 1. That is Cramer's rule. You can find in this way also solution. Okay. So next x is equal to 1, 1 is the null space. So null space of the given matrix A is what? 1, 1. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you take this as k, what you will get? This is x1 is equal to x2, which is equal to k. So then your matrix X is equal to k and k only. If you take k common, k times 1, 1. In this way also you can write. Or I am choosing k is equal to 1, you will get 1 and 1. So next, did you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So next, whose next hour is? Oh, next
Lunch break,
lunch
ma'am.
break. Okay, in the tomorrow's class, I will solve more problem. I will solve the question paper problems of this in finding fundamental subspaces. Okay, so I will try to finish it off this concept in tomorrow's class.